Jonathan Hale had everything: fortune, fame, and a legacy built from the ground up. But none of it mattered anymore. Every night, he returned to his empty mansion, haunted not by business rivals or debts, but by memories of a woman he loved and lost, Elena Rivers. For 7 long years, her photo remained beside his bed, and the pendant he gave her, engraved with "Forever Yours," never left his side. He had buried her with his heart. But something never quite added up. He remembered the day clearly, a golden sunset, a promise whispered under the open sky. "This pendant will protect you, always," he had said, placing it gently around her neck. Elena smiled, her eyes full of hope, unaware that the world they dreamed of would soon be torn apart. Jonathan often wondered, was it fate, or something else, that stole her away? Every year, he visited her grave, a simple stone marked "Elena Rivers, forever loved." Flowers wilted, time moved on, but Jonathan's pain remained rooted. The fire that took her life also consumed his will to live fully. He blamed himself for not being there, for not saving her from the shadows of the past. But this year, something urged him to leave the city, to drive, anywhere. He needed answers, even if he didn't know the questions yet. His car broke down in the middle of nowhere, near a sleepy village Elena had once spoken of. Frustrated, he looked for help, and that's when he saw her. A young woman, strong, determined, with eyes that reminded him of someone he once knew. She wore rugged farm clothes, her hands roughened by labor. Yet there was grace in the way she moved. She introduced herself simply as Lena. As she leaned over to help with the engine, something caught his eye, a golden glint around her neck. His breath caught in his throat. Hanging from her neck was the exact same pendant he had given Elena, the one buried with her. Shocked, he asked, his voice trembling, "Where did you get that?" She paused, confused, then said, "It was my mother's. She gave it to me before she passed." Jonathan felt the world collapse. Her mother? Could it be? Determined to uncover the truth, Jonathan stayed in the village. Days later, in the dusty corner of a local archive, he found an old journal signed "Heir." Page after page, it unveiled a horrifying truth: Elena had faked her death. She had fled the city to protect herself and someone else, her child, born in secrecy. Her journal detailed the threats from Jonathan's own brother, Victor, and her desperate escape plan. And there, tucked between the pages, was a photo of Elena holding a baby girl. Lena. The journal revealed the night of the fire wasn't an accident. Victor Hale, obsessed with Elena, had orchestrated it. Elena had barely escaped with her newborn daughter, vanishing into the countryside. The pendant he had buried with her? It wasn't real. Elena had kept the true one, giving it to her daughter, Lena, as a symbol of her hidden legacy. Furious, Jonathan returned to the city to confront Victor. Years had turned him into a bitter, broken man. Under pressure, Victor confessed, he had driven Elena away out of jealousy, threatening to ruin Jonathan if she didn't disappear. He thought he won. But Jonathan's rage wasn't for revenge, it was for the years stolen, for the daughter he never knew. Victor fell silent, his sins laid bare. Back at the farmhouse, Jonathan sat with Lena, the pendant between them. As he shared Elena's letters, tears welled in Lena's eyes. She had always wondered who her father was. Now the truth hit like a storm. Jonathan reached for her hand, voice choked with emotion. "I didn't know, but I'm here now." They sat in silence, the pain of the past between them, yet something new was born, a bond neither could deny. Together, they built Elena's Haven, a retreat where people could heal, just as they did. Inside its heart, 2 identical pendants hung side by side, glowing softly under glass, with a plaque that read, "For Elena, who loved in silence, lived in courage, and gave us forever." Jonathan finally found peace, not in riches or success, but in the eyes of the daughter he never knew, and in the memory of the woman they both lost, but who brought them together, even in death.